Energies, Boucher Automotive Group, Tri-City National Bank, your local Carrier dealers, Lakeland University, Z-Bart, Cannon and Dunphy, Loyal Family Renovations, Tsunami Express Car Wash, Steamfitters Local 601, Big Fish Contracting, SVA, a professional services company, WeatherTight, and Network Health on the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Hey fans, the Brew Crew are hot and so are the summer temps. Now is the perfect time to step up your comfort game with a new Carrier home comfort system to keep your home cool all summer long. Ask your local dealer about local Wisconsin focus on energy rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Turn to the experts at Carrier. We've got you covered so you can get back to cheering on the crew. Carrier, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at carriermilwaukee.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Chad Schultz, president and owner of Innovative Signs, discusses his experience working with SVA-certified public accountants on improving his company's profitability.
So the SVA professional helped us look at expenses, look at our profit margin, and really dig deep into what's going to make us the most profitable based on our marketplace. SVA is a professional accounting firm. They know accounting. I have a major comfort level with them from a responsiveness level, understanding of my needs, and they are very professional on their end.
To learn more about how we can provide you with measurable results, go to sva.com/profitable.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
Covering the crew all season long on WTMJ, it's Brewers Extra Innings. Now live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios in downtown Milwaukee at the Avenue. Here is your host, Dominic Cotroneo.
They did it again. They did it again. This time in a slugfest. Another win. That's 9 straight wins for the Brewers. 5-0 against the Dodgers. This is ridiculous. This team's one of the best teams in baseball. It's official now. 3rd best record in baseball. A game back of the Cubs, who won again today, I know you're wondering. And how good is it to be scoreboard watching in July? It's a privilege, man. This is fun. This is going to be one heck of a final 65-ish games or so. The Brewers win today 8-7. Whew. Jerry Augustine's waiting on deck. Let's get to him in a moment. Let's get you caught up with the highlight recap.
Ready for this?
Out of here!
This?
Run it back! Ho, ho, ho!
And this?
It is gone!
Time for tonight's highlights.
Freddie Peralta's first start of the second half, going up against the young Emmett Sheehan, former teammates of Sal Frelick at Boston College. Sheehan still coming back from Tom surgery on a pitch count. Scoreless through 2 innings, and then the 3rd inning was a whole bunch of fireworks for both teams. We start things off with a triple in the for Blake Perkins on a failed cutoff by Teoscar Hernandez. The Brewers would immediately cash in from the bottom of the order.
Center field, falling fast and in for a base hit. In from 3rd comes Perkins. Stopping at first base is Ortiz. The Brewers on the board first. They take a 1-0 lead in the 3rd as Joey goes after the first pitch from Sheehan and lines it into left center field.
Then Joey would get to second on a wild pitch and a 4-pitch walk to Bryce Terrain. Quickly has 2 men aboard, and then get ready for some base running from Bryce.
Into right center field, opposite way for Contreras. Rounding 3rd, Ortiz. He will score. Ball goes to the warning track. Here comes another runner to the plate. The relay slide safe is Terrain. It's a 2-run double by Contreras. The Brewers have plated 3 and nobody's out in the 3rd inning. It's a 3-0 ball game.
They would even add a sacrifice fly, I want to call it a sacrifice liner, from Andrew Vaughn to deep center field. That would make it a 4-0 lead for the Brewers. And facing 9-1-2 in the order in the bottom half of that frame, what's job number one for Freddie Peralta? Make sure you get the 9 retired. And, well, he didn't. He had a leadoff walk to Miguel Rojas. And everybody in the ballpark knows what that means when you walk the guy in front of Shohei Ohtani. Just listen to the sound of this at Dodger Stadium.
Left center field, way, way back. Watch this baby fly almost to the end of the pavilion. It's gone. And boy, was it gone for a 2-run home run by Shohei Ohtani. Dodgers cut the deficit in half with one swing. It is 4-2 Brewers in the third.
The Dodgers gave the Brewers a taste of their own medicine. Their first 5 batters reached in the third inning, plating 4 runs, and they had the opportunity for more. Man on third with nobody out. Edwin fly out. That was key because the Brewers avoided the shutdown inning quickly into the fourth.
Fly ball to right. Backing up is Hernandez. Still back. Teoscar's at the wall. It is gone, and the Brewers are right back in front. Isaac Collins. How about that? It's a solo home run. The Brewers have a 5-4 lead in the fourth inning. Number 6 for Collins.
Collins has as many home runs as William Contreras right now here in July. So they take the lead right back. They never trailed in this contest. Later on, we fast forward to the 6th inning. It's still 5-4 Brewers after Freddie Peralta gets through 5 without any other damage against him other than that 4th inning. We go for looking for more insurance in the 6th inning. Who else?
Durbin, a liner over the glove of the leaping Edman and into left field. Around third goes Collins. Here's going to be a play at the plate. No! Rojas will eat the baseball. Collins will score. And Caleb Durbin gives the Brewers a little bit of breathing room here in the 6th inning. It's 6-4 Crew as Durbin ends up at second.
In fact, the Dodgers would respond, though, in the bottom half of the 6th inning with an RBI single from Shohei Ohtani. So it's right back to a 1-run game. Well, the Brewers keeping up with their theme, avoiding shutdown innings, 2-strike hitting, continuing to be clutch, and there's that man again, Andrew Vaughn.
Through the middle and into center field for a base hit by Andrew Vaughn, who delivers yet again. In from third is Terang, and stopping at second is Churio. Second RBI tonight. It's a 2-out knock from Andrew. The Brewers back in front by a pair. 7-5, they lead in the 7th inning.
And then maybe the most important swing of the night, well, it was, because it was the deciding run in the 8th inning.
1-0 pitch.
There's that man, Joey
O.
O.
A high fly ball, deep left, back to the track. Bye-bye baseball. Into the Dodgers bullpen in left. Joey Ortiz with his 7th of the season. And some big-time insurance here in the 8th for the Crew. It is 8-5 Milwaukee.
It was especially important because Jared Koenig would allow back-to-back homers in the 8th, but Trevor McGill would slam the door in the 9th and make it 9 straight wins. 5-0 against the Dodgers. 5s are high. Let's break it all down next with Jerry Augustine here on 620 WTMJ.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Real Estate Services, we do more than close deals. We serve with gratitude and faith-filled purpose. We have sold over $300 million in real estate since 2020, and we're just getting started. What sets us apart? We care. Even if we're not your agent, we'll still help. That's the kind of stewardship the community deserves. If you're buying or selling across southeastern Wisconsin, let us earn your trust. I'm Tony Wendorf, and I want to create your red carpet experience. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
Toast to 25 seasons of American Family Field at the Brewers game on Friday, July 25th. Celebrate with a pregame ceremony, a postgame home run derby featuring Prince Fielder and more legends, plus special offers. Get your tickets at brewers.com.
Remember mixtapes?
Mixtape? Can you buy that at the hardware store?
It's not that kind of tape.
To make a mixtape, you would dub all your favorite songs onto one cassette.
Oh, I was more of an 8-track guy myself.
You know, the new Marshfield 7000 Sulfat Penny Mustard reminds me of the world's greatest mixtape.
We have taken the latest and greatest components of every Penny Mustard configurable sofa and mixed them all together into one.
The Marshfield 7000 is the ultimate sofa.
It's absolutely stunning.
And the comfort level is off the charts.
I definitely see this sofa going all the way to number 1.
It's kind of like a greatest hits album, except you can sit on it.
The Marshfield 7000 Sofa, made in Wisconsin with a solid wood frame and hundreds of fabric and leather options, starting at just $21.26 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Brewers win. Exhale, 8-7. A one-run slugfest to rarity. Brewers win. We'll break it all down next. If you're looking for a banking partner that truly understands your business needs, look no further than Fifth Third Bank. With a local team right here in Milwaukee, they know how to hit it out of the park every time. And for 15 years, they've been serving our community with industry-specific expertise and local decision-making that helps your business thrive. Experience the unique commercial banking value that only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank, National Association. Member FDIC. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Jerry Augustine is with us too. And Augie, you know, I look at this lineup and I look at this offense. You know, maybe a couple months ago we didn't think they were capable of winning a game like this. But then you think about the way that the Brewers won this game. Every time the Dodgers punched, the Brewers punched back, okay? They opened the salvo with the 4 runs in the third. Dodgers respond. Kudos to them. 4 runs in the bottom of the third. But the instant avoidance of the shutdown inning in the fourth was big, okay? Brewers add another in the sixth. Dodgers respond in the bottom of the half. Brewers respond again in the seventh. Add on another one for good measure in the eighth. Every single time, aside from the bottom of the eighth, the Brewers were able to avoid the shutdown inning. That's the identity of this team. Not hitting home runs, not hitting for slug, but more about the fact of they will always play fundamental baseball and never be out of a contest.
Well, I'll tell you, talk about manufacturing. That's exactly what this offense does. You know, it's so interesting, Dom, when you look at it. If you follow the Brewers, you follow baseball kind of close, you say, okay, who are the Milwaukee Brewers? And names like Turang and Contreras and Curio and Yelich. Boy, I'll tell you what, you know about those guys. Those are the guys, a big part of this ball club. But how many people really know about Vaughn, Collins, Durbin, Perkins, and Ortiz? I'm going to tell you what, it's so fun to watch these young players get part of the game and saying, you know what, we want to be as big a part of this team the way it's playing. The way we're going out to play, the relentless way we played tonight. They challenged us, saying, hey, you know what, we can score some runs. We're going to take that challenge and we're going to fire right back at you. And seeing what the players did, like Collins in the fourth and Durbin in the sixth and Vaughn in the seventh, Ortiz in the eighth. These are guys that are stepping up and doing some very special things. And you take all the good players that this Milwaukee Brewers have on their team. Boy, it's really fun to watch these players that want to show that they belong, that they want to be a part of something really special. And I'm going to tell you what, tonight was just a great show by some players that from this offense, up and down this offense, went out and played very, very well.
I mean, everybody reached base tonight. Everybody had an impact in this game. Almost everybody was either responsible for a run or scored a run, whether you drove in a run or scored one. Only Churio and Yelich were the guys that weren't involved in those categories, but they still both extended their streaks. Churio to 13-game hitting streak and Yelich a 23-game on-base streak. But when I look at this lineup, Augie, you know, there's no regular hitter that's hitting over 800 right now, or OPS over 800 right now, and yet there's no holes, right? And some people would argue, well, what about Joey Ortiz? Well, I mean, he hit 2 hits today. He had a 2-run homer. He's got 7 homers now. He's been a much better player since June 1st. I mean, I look at this lineup, and with the addition of Andrew Vaughn, the return of Blake Perkins, Caleb Durbin's hot stretch, he had another RBI double today. It's like there's no break. Every single guy in this lineup is going to give you a tough at-bat, whether it's 7 pitches long and then ends up flying out. Okay, well, I just made you throw 7 pitches, and they got Sheehan out of this game in the 4th inning. Or they grind you for 9 pitches and hit a single like Bryce Terang did to start the rally in the 7th inning, or a 7-pitch at-bat for a home run for Isaac Collins. It's just like the little things they do grind on other teams, and they have to be exhausting to play against. There's no reprieve in this lineup, and that's exactly how the Brewers wanted to design it for this season.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You know, we talked earlier before the break about this team not being a home run hitting ball club, and they're going to hit their home runs. So, of course, every team is going to go out and hit some runs, but we talked about this team going out and manufacture runs, getting on base and being aggressive on the base pass, doing the little things. But I think what's been really impressive is something you just said. They give you good at-bats up and down this lineup, no matter where you are in the ball game. And a lot of times they were able to string some hits, 4 or 5 hits in a row, like they did in the 3rd, and they score 4 runs. But throughout the game, they go up there with the idea that they're going to give you a good at-bat, given what take what they're given, and they're going to do something special for this ball club. And it was so neat to see tonight how everybody up and down this lineup had such a positive part of this ball club when you think about it offensively. Yeah, the Dodgers wanted to suck you right in the face and say, hey, here we come. But they were relentless, and they just stepped back and said, you score, we score. And I'll tell you, just about the way they went about their job tonight, I thought this, when you talk about a game that you play and you're relentless against one of the best teams in all of baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers, you showed them right there that, hey, we're here to play and we're here to stay.
I mean, they made the Dodgers use a total of 5 guys out of their bullpen. Sheehan didn't get out of the 4th inning, and they made them throw 152 pitches in 9 innings. Like, that is making them work. This bullpen is certainly still exhausted tomorrow. Now, granted, the Brewers had to use their entire leverage bullpen once again. If they're going for a save tomorrow, it'll likely be Abner Uribe going for the save since he wasn't used today. But the point being, the Brewers are a team that, for one, they didn't commit an error today. The Dodgers committed 1 error, didn't come back to haunt them, but there were some other small moments where they failed to cut a ball off, or they didn't hit the proper cutoff man, they failed to get a caught stealing. Those little things all add up. And then when the team, they hit 2 home runs today. Both of them were solo shots. Both of them were key insurance runs, Collins in the 5th and then Ortiz in the 8th inning. They can win this game without hitting home runs because they always have the opportunity to have good at-bats. Vaughn continues to impress. He draws another walk and has a sacrifice fly. And then even, you don't need the aircraft carriers, as they've been a little slow out of the gates these first 2 games, Churio and Yelich. Hey, it's all good. The rest of the lineup's got you covered. Everybody else got a hit tonight.
Yeah, it's so neat to see this ball club, and you look at it, and I'll tell you why we talk so much about situation hitting and having good at-bats, taking pitches deeper in the counts, and having the 7 and 8 pitch at-bats, and then doing something positive. Those 7 and 8 pitch at-bats really are something, I think, is something that this club does really well. When they go up there, they have an idea of what they have to do and what they have to do to make an adjustment. And they're going to stay up there, and they're going to battle you until they get the pitch that they need, and they're going to make the adjustment either to drive the ball the opposite way and move the runner, or to get a base hit and score a run, or create a walk and get on the base and then create something with their speed that they have on the base. I tell you what, this Brewer offense is out there manufacturing runs, doing the things it has to do. But I tell you what, they also look at the situation. They step up their situations that they have. We've seen it the last 2 or 3 weeks, and actually since May 25th, going up there and being able to take advantage of a situation and capitalize on that situation. This offense is really swinging the bat well. Yeah, there's going to be nights when you're going to have, like they did last night, have a great pitching performance and have a great night by Caleb Durbin. But there's going to be other nights when they'll be able to put some runs on the board. They'll be able to put those crooked numbers on by getting on good at-bats. And we're seeing that more often now, and we're seeing this offense really firing on all cylinders a lot, and it's really great to see.
Let's talk a little pitching coming up next. Plenty of text rolling in as well. 855-616-1620, 855-616-1620. We'll get to some of those in a little bit. We'll talk a little Freddie. 12 wins. That ties a career high for him. Back with more after this on 620 WTMJ.
Hi, this is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. And you know, I'm a consumer just like you, and my ears perk up for pain relief messages just like you. But some of these ads...
Since I started taking this natural supplement, within weeks, my pain is completely gone.
I mean, come on. Give me a break. The truth is, there are imbalances in your body causing your pain. And there's physical therapy, which we are highly skilled at, that can improve imbalances. And there are alternative pain solutions. But not all of them are proven, safe, effective, or affordable. At Rejuvenex, the effectiveness of Toradol joined with hyaluronic acid has been proven. Our treatments are affordable, FDA approved, safe, and they're powerful medicines. They calm inflammation and cushion joints, and they can make your pain go away.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to Rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. They're the best in the business. They are CertaPro Painters. Now's the time to get on their schedule. Their summer sales discount goes through the end of July. Do it now. They painted our house, the outside, absolutely fantastic. They're kind, they're thoughtful. They moved our patio furniture out of the way and moved it right back where it belonged. It is CertaPro Painters. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. For your home or business, they're the best. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is Jeff Levering with the Brewers Radio Network. Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's trusted name in home improvement, does more than just top-quality roofing. They're your go-to for maintenance-free siding and energy-efficient windows, too. Ridgetop has expert credentials with leading manufacturers like Pella, James Hardie, and LP Smart Siding. For over 20 years, they delivered exceptional craftsmanship and service. Call Ridgetop Exteriors today or visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Ridgetop Exteriors, where customer service always comes first.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Getting closer to having to monitor George Webb. Brewers win. It's 9 in a row. Brewers Extra Innings is brought to you by Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. If your air conditioner isn't keeping up, now's the time to upgrade to Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. They're offering $1,500 off new central air systems now through the end of July. Stay cool, save money, and trust the team that's been keeping Wisconsin comfortable for over a century. Visit Cider, SEIDER.com to schedule your free estimate. Jerry Augustine is with us. I'm Dom Cotroneo. You know, Augie, I want to ask about a very specific at-bat. You know, in the third inning, the Brewers just spotted Freddie Peralta 4 runs, and he's getting 9, 1, and 2 in the order. And the gravity that Shohei Ohtani is in any lineup, and of course being a leadoff hitter now, knowing Miguel Rojas has been a pest, he's been a veteran, he knows his way around in the bat, he understands they're going to be attacking me, but they need to be careful with me, that sort of thing. The gravity to go from 1-2 to 3-2 and then ultimately walk him. We saw Freddie's emotion, frustrated with himself to allow that walk, and then he hangs a changeup right down the middle to Ohtani. That is, you know, perhaps, I'm speaking for you here, but I need you to correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're thinking ahead. You're looking to the guy on deck, not to the guy at the plate, and then he let the inning kind of snowball from there.
I agree. I agree. But, you know, you take a guy like Rojas. He's been a real thorn in the Brewers' side. This guy, it seems like every time we play him, he comes, he has 2 hits, or he gets on base, puts the ball in play, and does something special for the Dodgers. And for him to work and get right there and get on base on that walk, and then having Ohtani come up and getting that pitch that he'd drive it out of the ballpark, it's just something that Rojas has done against us. Certain guys do certain things against certain ball clubs that really they just create things. And I thought Rojas really created a situation there with Ohtani coming up next and then hitting the ball in the ballpark. Really was a big part of this ball game. But I also thought in that third inning was really the turning point of this ball game. Was the most important part of this ball game. You're up by 1 run. You have the bases loaded. You throw a wild pitch. Freeman scores. You tie the ball game. Right there, I thought Freddie made as big adjustment in the turning point of the game that there was tonight. Then they got the next 3 guys out without scoring, kept the game tied for then Collins to come up and hit that home run. I thought he made an adjustment there, and then after that, and he got 6 big outs for this ball club, and that actually turned into the huge because it got him the win. But I thought that was a huge part of this ball game of saying, hey, you know what? I've made some mistakes. I got myself in trouble. I made the adjustments. I made through the wild pitch, and Freddie was able to score. They tied the game, but he was relentless on that mound. He got the next 3 hitters out and then gave him 2 good innings. I thought that was a real difference in the ball game and a key part of the ball game and a real big reason why this ball club won.
And, aces, there's always discourse about what's an ace, right? It reminds me of the Joe Flacco debate. Like, is he elite, right? Okay, well, look, what aces don't go 7 shutout every single time they go out. What aces do is when the wheels come off, they know how to put them back on. They know where the spare is in the back. They know how to lift up the jack. They know how to do all that. And the wheels came off in that 3rd inning for Freddie Peralta. And maybe a younger Freddie Peralta, he doesn't get out of that 3rd inning. 34 pitches later, he gets out of it. It's a 4-4 game. Collins gives him the gift with the home run of the next frame. And then, boom, he only allowed 1 more base runner his last, of the last 10 batters he faced, just 1 base runner. And did his job. I mean, he got some help from his defense, too. That's part of the Brewers' calculus. The way I saw it from Freddie Peralta today is, of course, he gave up 4 runs. Yeah, it only went 5 innings. Yeah, I hear all that. But at the same time, it would have been really easy to just falter and say, I don't got it today. Murph, come get me, man. I don't have it. I just allowed 5 guys to get on base here in the 3rd inning. And just something clicked in that strikeout to Pages. He started attacking the zone again, a lot of quick outs, understanding his stuff plays. He was getting ground ball outs, too. And I thought that Freddie Peralta understood, okay, I can live in the zone when I execute pitches. The home run that Shohei Ohtani hit was a hanging, fat spinner of a changeup. No one, whether it's Shohei or the last guy on the bench, no one's going to miss that pitch. So shake it off, go execute your pitches. And I thought Freddie and William had a great game plan the rest of the game. Chris Hook obviously deserves credit on this too, but Freddie all of a sudden now, I know the win is dead to some people. That's 12 wins. He's probably got 10 or 11 more starts. I mean, 20 games is really in the realm of possibilities now, Augie.
Yeah, he's been pitching, and you said it perfectly tonight. That 3rd inning, he really went out there, and he was struggling. He just couldn't quite find himself. But to take that step off and really come back and make that adjustment, get those next 3 guys out without letting them take the lead is a sign of your number 1 guy, the guy that you really count on each and every time he goes out there. He's going to do something special. He's going to make the adjustments when he has to, and it's going to help you keep this team in the ball game. And Freddie has done that. He's learned to do that. And you're exactly right. A couple years ago, Freddie wouldn't be in that. Would have had a tougher time in that situation. Boy, that experience that he has of being able to slow the game down, thinking about what you have to do, getting on board with Contreras behind the plate, and making the pitches you have to do is really a sign of, taking that next step and say, you know what, I want to be someone elite. I want to be that leader. I want to be that guy on the mound. And I'll tell you what, tonight, like you said, I think Freddie showed that. And you don't have to go out and pitch 9 innings or throw a shutout each and every time. You got to go and keep your team in the ball game. And when the chips are down a little bit, you got to make those good adjustments. And Freddie did that tonight.
Yeah, the biggest key is the fact that he held 5 through 9, a combined 1 for 10. I know he wants that walk back to Rojas, but 1 for 10 through Pages, Conforto, Edman, Kim, and Rojas. That's how you win games against the Dodgers. Augie, I'm going to cut you loose here tonight since we're having a shorter show. We're only going till the bottom of the hour here, but quite frankly, Augie, the Brewers are 5-0 against LA. They have a chance to go a perfect 6-0 against the best team that money can buy. I mean, I'm trying to put it into words of just the fact that the team with a third of the payroll, the Dodgers are paying Michael Conforto $18 million to play left field and hit $180. I mean, the Brewers, he would be the second highest paid Brewer. I just can't believe that this team has a chance to go 6-0 tomorrow.
It's an amazing way this club has played, and it's just you go to show and you watch the game, from inning 1 to the last inning of when McGill makes that last pitch, and he's been throwing the ball so awesome lately, and you watch the way this team is playing. This team is eager. They're eager to do something special. You can see it on the bench when guys make a great play. They come in, they're all chatting about it. A guy hits a home run, they're all talking about, hey, maybe what was that pitch? Or a guy comes off the mound, they're patting him on the back. I'll tell you what, it's been a real team effect here that's really playing really well. And you go up against probably the best team in baseball, at least that's what everybody says, they're the best team in baseball, and play the way this ball club is, and now having to do something special of sweeping the season series tomorrow, that's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow to go out and watch 2 left-handers go at it.
There'll be 2 veterans, and we'll be reacting to it all. You know what it's all like to be a crafty lefty, Jerry Augustine. Appreciate you, my friend.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Jerry Augustine on WTMJ. Let me catch up on these texts coming up on the other side of the break here on your home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Jake suffered with carpal tunnel syndrome.
Tingling numbness in my hands and fingers, not sleeping well at night, tossing and turning, trying to manage with pain pills and stretching, and it just wasn't helping.
He didn't want the traditional invasive carpal tunnel surgery.
I had seen people with the bandages and scars and clubs for hands. I just don't have time to be incapable of doing things for 6 to 8 to 10 weeks.
Then he learned about the Ovation Hand Institute and the Ovation technique, an ultra minimally invasive procedure done in the office.
I wanted to get it looked at sooner than later. So I had the virtual consult. It was very thorough as far as like I was sitting in a doctor's office. I was booked for the procedure 2 weeks later, had my right hand done. Very quick procedure. It was really great. That very night when I went home, it was the first time in probably 3 months my hand did not wake me up.
Book an appointment with the Ovation Hand Institute and find out if you're a candidate for the Ovation technique.
Probably the most surprising thing was how quickly I was able to do things again. I'm cooking dinner, I'm doing yard work and all that kind of stuff the next day.
Visit ovationhand.com. ovationhand.com.
It's back.
And sweeter than ever.
It's the Cream Puffapalooza, July 30th at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Registration opens Monday, July 21st at WTMJ.com.
The first 300 fans signed up will receive a 6-pack of Cream Puffs, handed out by your Cream Puffapalooza ambassadors, Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty. Hey, that's us.
Whether you love them classic, chocolatey, or bursting with berry, there's never been a better time to indulge at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Because no Wisconsin summer is complete without a Cream Puff.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. We offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, we're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. Experience the commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
855-616-1620. Matt Yazel on the ones and twos, hitting that K-dot here after midnight. Feels like a little bit of dancing, a little too much. But hey, they're 5-0. Don't mean a thing without the ring, kind of. Brewers are 5-0 against the Dodgers. They've won 9 in a row. Man, just quality baseball. Just really, really quality baseball. I'm not going to say they not like us because, if you ever go to Dodger Stadium, they blast that song like every opportunity they get to. That's their anthem. I'll give them that. Brewers Extra Innings is brought to you by Tony Wendorf and Associates. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, trust Tony Wendorf and Associates, one of the top real estate teams in Wisconsin. Part of First Weber Real Estate Services, they bring faith, family, and red carpet experience to every home deal. Let's step up to the plate together. WendorfTeam.firstweber.com. All these texts are rolling in here as well. 855-616-1620. What a difference 9 weeks makes. We were 9 games back of the best record in the Bigs on May 17th. Now, just 1 back. How bloody understanding, Dom. That's pretty crazy that the Brewers now, they're a half game ahead of the Dodgers and obviously own the season series. They're still a game back of the Cubs, who won again today 6-0. And this is a text that made me smile, too. Reggie from Milwaukee. Chicago social media is convinced there's no way the Brewers can keep up this pace. What makes you think they actually might be able to stay 15 to 20 games over 500? Because of games like tonight, Reggie. Because they took advantage of every little mistake the Dodgers made. They hit a couple homers, which is great, both of them solo shots. But, again, this is just the feeling I've had for the last month and a half. It's not like you're being carried by one guy with an 1,000 OPS, and oh my God, he's touching the surface of the sun, and he's been incredible. It has been somebody different every night. It has been a balanced lineup. Again, everybody had a hit tonight. It just feels sustainable. It just feels like, okay, put the ball in play, have a good at-bat, play good defense, and you're going to win more games than you lose. It just feels that simple, and there's not sexy stats to explain it. They went 5 for 13 with runners in scoring position tonight. To the naked eye, it's like, well, what's 5 for 13? Why is that such a big deal? That's still a .384 batting average with runners in scoring position. Get your opportunities, cash them in. They even stole 3 more bases today. Right? This is what they do. The little things add up when you don't hit homers. They drew 4 more walks today. They advanced on a wild pitch. Their bullpen, Nick Mears, looked fantastic. Aaron Ashby, sure, he gave up a knuckle-buster base hit to Shohei Ohtani. He got 4 outs today that you needed. We'll talk about Jared Koenig in the next segment. Trevor McGill now, 4 outings against the Dodgers, 12 up and 12 down. I mean, little things add up against elite teams, and playing playoff games in July only make your team better. I mean, this is what these have felt like, playoff games. A 2-0 win yesterday, a 1-run win today. Now you're going to have to do it probably tomorrow without Trevor McGill as your closer. And one other thing, too, I tweeted this morning. Against the current division leaders, Detroit, Houston, Toronto, and I talked about this last night, Chicago, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles. The Brewers are now 14-5 against the division leaders right now, and still just 1 game back of Chicago with 8 more games head-to-head. I mean, man, like this is legitimately best team in baseball type stuff that we have to talk about. This one, Tom from South Dakota, hate to admit it or just plain forgot the rules, surprised that and pleased that Freddie Peralta got credited with the win since the Brewers never surrendered the lead tonight. Top 10 win of the year for the Crew, maybe in the top 5. So that's what we're buying. We're buying the fact, going back to Tony Wendorf, we're buying the fact that the Brewers are legitimately one of the best teams in baseball. And we're selling the fact that this feels unsustainable. Now, winning 9 games in a row, yeah, that's unsustainable. They're going to lose a few more games this year, I promise you that. But what we're buying is the fashion in which they're doing it. You see the chance that the Brewers have to basically, as soon as they get runners on, pitchers are thinking about it. They're throwing over more often. You're always thinking about that. Then you get Andrew Vaughn up there, and he gets another double. Andrew Vaughn, here's a stat that blew my mind, including tonight. Andrew Vaughn, as a Brewer, with runners in scoring position, is now 6 for 7, 2 doubles, a homer, and 2 sacrifice flies. 12 RBIs now in his first 7 games. Brewers franchise record. I mean, he's not going to go 6 for 7 the rest of the year, but here's a guy, change of scenery, boom, going nuts. Joey Ortiz, playing better since June 1st. Isaac Collins, don't forget about him for Rookie of the Year candidacy. We talked about Caleb Durbin yesterday. Hey, Isaac Collins, hello. Don't think anybody had him on the radar coming into the year, including myself. His 6th homer of the season. I mean, it's amazing, man. Like I'm just sick of people being surprised, the national media specifically, being surprised that the Brewers are doing it again. The model is simple. Play quality baseball. Play good defense. Work counts. Know the value of a walk. Get on base. And good things will happen. It's not rocket science. It's pretty impressive. Get some more texts after this. Brewers win 8-7 over the Dodgers right here in your home of the Brewers. 620 WTMJ.
Get back to the ballpark for Brewers action against the Marlins July 25th through the 27th. Second half of the season kicks off with Pokemon Go Day on the 25th and a Bryce Terang bobble on the 26th. Get seats today at Brewers.com.
Some of our customers want a glass shower door for the look. Some want it for a better use of their space, while others need a new glass shower door just to be safe. Like a customer we had last month. Her daughter had been hounding her to turn that old bathtub of hers into a walk-in shower. She was afraid her mother might slip when there was no one around to help her. Stepping over that bathtub wall isn't exactly safe. And besides, those old bathtub floors can be kind of slippery too. Installing a new glass shower door is pretty affordable. And not only is it safer, but it also gives your bathroom a great new look. And when you stop in our showroom, you'll see just how many options we have to give you the look you want. This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service. And glass and mirrors have been our business for over 35 years. So if it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
Trust in your family's comfort at home with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. They're the oldest family-owned HVAC company in southeast Wisconsin. 4 generations of Ciders, and their highly trained technicians provide a one-stop shop for all home and business comfort needs, including an emergency service line that's always live and a 12-year parts and labor warranty on all Daikin products. Get peace of mind by scheduling maintenance today with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. That's SEIDER, Cider.com.
Hey, Wisconsin, are you feeling summer? Then it's time to feel cheesy. It's time to feel good. July 31st through August 10th, only at the Wisconsin State Fair. Presented by U.S. Cellular.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Couple more texts. Brewers win 8-7. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Peralta for Cy Young. People are asking. He's got a tall hill to climb. This guy named Paul Skeens, you might have heard of him. He's my leader in the clubhouse in the National League. Felix Hernandez type Cy Young, if you ask me. He can't help it that his offense can't score a run. Other ones that have rolled in here as well. This team means business from Doug. They've outpitched them. They've outhit them. And oh yeah, they're 5-0 against them. The Brewers are the better team. It sure looked like it so far this year. Text from Nick. 9 straight wins for the Crew and 5 straight wins over the best team money can buy. How about the 5 through 9 hitters? Tallying 6 runs batted in tonight. Only 1 game back of the best record in baseball. Held, of course, by the Cubs. How about that NL Central? I'm glad you brought that up there because, you know, the Cardinals have come back down to earth. Told you they would do that. And they're still 3 games above 500. But you look here in the National League, they're the only division to have 4 teams above 500 right now. And even Pittsburgh, I know they've lost 10 of their last 11, but there's some arms in that pitching staff that I am terrified of. And Cincinnati, they win again today. They've won 4 in a row. They're still 7.5 back in the division, but they are in the hunt firmly in the wild card as they've had a very important series this week against the New York Mets to try to close that gap. Today was a really good day for Brewers results-wise, aside from the Cubs when you talk about playoffs. The Brewers are 3.5 clear of the Mets of the first and second wild card. The Mets are only a game and a half clear of San Diego, and San Diego's a game and a half up on both Cincinnati and San Francisco. So this wild card race is going to be fascinating, as well as, of course, this NL Central race. Brewers are a half game back, or half game ahead of the Dodgers. They own the tiebreaker. They're 3-0 against Philly, mind you. They would like to win a series against the Mets coming up next month. Take that season tiebreaker as well, but this is some quality stuff right now from the Brewers. Talk a little Jared Koenig, though, real quick. And I'm going to have more on this in trade deadline targets coming up on Thursday. I've got a full trade deadline preview coming up on Thursday night for Brewers Weekly. Jared Koenig coming into tonight against lefties. 200 batting average, 511 OPS, just 4 extra base hits and 76 plate appearances. So that's a 271 slug. Really good. Against righties coming into tonight, 313 batting average and an 845 OPS. Not great. And a 458 slugging against right-handed hitters. And he gives up 2 homers. All 5 homers he's allowed this year have come against right-handed pitching. Unfortunately, Jared Koenig is not just automatically the 8th inning guy. You know, I think he has to be considered for left on left. And if there's one armchair manager take to have tonight, and you can counter this in both ways, it's that knowing that the Dodgers love the platoon, and so do the Brewers, that if you're going to go to Jared Koenig in the 8th inning, you had to know, okay, a righty's going to come off the bench, and that's Esteury Ruiz. And he even gave a ball right to center field. So righty for Conforto. Edmonds a switch hitter. He'll hit from the right side. Kim's going to stay lefty. They're giving Rojas is in the game. And then Rojas, another righty who's been a thorn. I mean, given the 4 batters he faced until Shohei, he only faced 1 lefty. So maybe Uribe was probably the right call there, and then you have Koenig available for Shohei, but I understand that each day leads to the next. You got to make sure you save an arm. So I'm worried about that. So the reason why I bring up the trade deadline is I'm very active on the bullpen market, trying to find that next Nick Mears, a guy that you don't really think about is available, that is available and can be really important for another leverage righty in particular. Grant Anderson's been great, but maybe one more leverage righty could help out this club, and then it becomes at the expense of DL Hall or Aaron Ashby. So something like that. I have to figure all that out. But we'll talk more about that on Thursday. Let's hear from the manager, Pat Murphy, coming up next. But first, I want to remind you that Brewers Extra Innings is brought to you by International Autos Group. It's the player of the game poll. Just like the game's MVP, you can drive it a summer in style and save up to $10,000 on in-stock BMWs, Audis, Mercedes-Benz, and more. No tariffs, just huge savings. Visit i8milwaukee.com. International Autos Group, where ordinary needs to be extraordinary. Player of the game goes to Joey Ortiz, 52% of the vote. Isaac Collins right there at 39% of the vote as well. Some good write-ins there, too. We'll hear from the manager next on 620 WTMJ.
With over 57 years of experience, family-owned Yucka Fence installs high-quality fencing with residential options, including vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and ornamental fences. Committed to craftsmanship and customer service, Yucka Fence doesn't just build fences, they build relationships based on care, trust, precision, and protecting what matters most. Mention you're a WTMJ fan for 10% off your project. Schedule your free estimate today at yuckafence.com or call 262-859-3226.
Modernizing business technology is critical for a positive impact on efficiency and reducing operating costs. That's exactly what Tri-City National Bank found out when they called on James Imaging Systems. Listen to bank CIO Robert Prang.
We also went through a large retooling of our print environment, changing from where we had almost 200 printers.
All the way down to just 97 printers. That's managed print services from James Imaging Systems, a 100% locally owned and managed Wisconsin business technology company.
So being able to work with a local company like James that has that flexibility with their staff and being able to deliver for us has given us the ability to make the right decisions for our organization.
Robert, would you recommend managed print services from James Imaging Systems?
Yes, in a heartbeat, I would recommend James.
Learn more at jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Hi, I'm Jim Token, representing the auto dealers of Metro Milwaukee. Did you know that Adam member dealers employ more than 6,500 people? Plus, Adam recently completed their 15th annual Feeding America Change Your Oil campaign. To date, Adam has donated over $953,000, which provided over 3.8 million meals. Start your next car search by finding an Adam member dealer at adam.com. That's ADAMM.com.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
1-1 pitch is a ground ball deep in the hole. It's short. Backhanded by Ortiz. Long throw to first. Oh, my goodness, Joey Ortiz. He got him. Wow. Goes into a slide into shallow left. Popped up and threw it pretty much all in the same motion. I don't know how he was able to get enough on that throw to get it there on the fly, and he got him by a lot.
It was a great play by Joey Ortiz, our Surfside play of the game, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside iced tea and vodka and Surfside lemonade and vodka paired perfectly with the day at the ballpark and stocked at American Family Field all season long. Let's hear a little bit from the manager, Pat Murphy, after today's win.
Like we talked about yesterday, just like a bunch of woodpeckers. You just keep pecking away until they say the game's over. And that's just real proud of our offense and proud of Freddie bouncing back, the way he did. He had a rough inning and wasn't sharp, and things just got away from him for a second. And all of a sudden he regrouped and gave us, what he needed to there. He was 4 runs in, and he got 9 outs after that. And that was key. And then, all of our guys our offense kept pecking away, knowing how good they are and knowing what it took. So we got a bunch of 2-out hits, and again, guys, that Perkins, there's nobody in Japan who knows what Perkins is. You know what I mean? Ortiz has a big game for us offensively and defensively. Just really cool. Durbin again, Collins, those guys are, Vaughn, he was in AAA last week, so it's pretty neat.
Isaac on the field just said that there's a real belief with this group, in each other and in themselves. And how have you seen that grow, with how you guys have been playing over the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, when we lost early and we weren't very good early, and things just didn't seem, we had injuries and all sorts of things going on. Plus, coming into the season, nobody knew what to expect, and people are like, God, are we really trying to win? And they just didn't understand, a lot of these guys, and they were disappointed that they weren't winning. They were disappointed they weren't vying for to keep playing and to be one of the better teams. I could see that disappointment in them. They wanted to win, And that's what's kind of cool, kind of unique about us, is that while there's not a lot of big names, there's a bunch of guys that are hungry still, still hungry. They remember the kind of year they had last year, a lot of them, and how it ended. And I think that they're still hungry. So they're showing that. So hopefully that continues. I'm really proud of them and really feel like there's signs. But I mean, our job is not to play 98 games. Our job is to play at 162. So long way to go.
Are they surprising you at all, given the start you had to the year? Like, did this catch you off guard?
I don't think off guard. I mean, I just look at the different guys that Collins didn't think he was going to be in the big leagues. Vaughn didn't think he was going to be in the big leagues. Durbin didn't think he was going to be in the big leagues. You got guys like that playing every day, and then the guys on the bench didn't know if they're going to be in the big leagues, and it's just like they're hungry. So, like I've said in the past, hungry players, can do some special things.
Mr. Murphy, like you said, they are hungry, but like beating the Dodgers like this for 5 games, 6 games, whatever, how much confidence they could get it?
Yeah, I think you have to be realistic. Obviously the Dodgers are not on, they're not playing their best baseball. They're not, Betts isn't obviously feeling well, and they're not on all cylinders right now. They're not as healthy as they could be. But teams go through that, and I think we're just catching them at the right time. And, I'm not taking anything away from our team, but yeah, it always gives you confidence when you're beating good teams,
When you're beating good teams, it feels like it'll never end. But then you got the Mariners, who are playing good ball. They're in extra innings right now, by the way. And the Marlins right after that, who, they're pretty sneaky fun. So they're not going to win 120 games and win every single game the rest of the year. But I'm just saying, let's enjoy it. A couple last-second texts here before we take our last break here as well. When to become a team that's good at runners in scoring position? This one from Alex in Milwaukee. Well, May 25th is the easy date that I looked at, and that rings true. They were a sub-700 OPS with runners in scoring position until May 25th with a .251 batting average. Since that date, 304 and an .848 OPS. It's just that first 8-game winning streak is when things got hot. And this one made me smile from Aaron in Illinois. I know a 4-game sweep is a mop. I stole that from the Cespedes Family Barbecue boys. But is there a word for a 6-game sweep? Yes, from the Cespedes Family Barbecue boys, because in the minor leagues you have 6-game series in the same week. They're calling it a bleach. It's a deeper clean than a mop. So a chance for a bleach. Let's call it. I don't know if it's going to stick. But, hey, let's briefly talk about tomorrow and say goodnight after this on 620 WTMJ.
Elevate your escape during the summer of Audi at Audi North Shore and Audi Milwaukee, where you can save up to $15,000 on a new Audi or get low 2.99% financing for 72 months at Audi North Shore in Brown Deer and Audi Milwaukee, members of the International Autos Group, where our ordinary needs to be extraordinary. On select in-stock new units, savings include customer credit and dealer credit. Financing with approved credit, $15.19 per month per thousand financed. No down payment required.
Toast to 25 seasons of American Family Field at the Brewers game on Friday, July 25th. Celebrate with a pregame ceremony, a postgame home run derby featuring Prince Fielder and more legends, plus special offers. Get your tickets at Brewers.com.
Get your rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval to buy at ACCUNET.com.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, zero bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Are you worried about running out of money in retirement? Wondering about how to pay less taxes? Join me, Tony Drake, for the Retirement Ready Show live every Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7 a.m. on WTMJ 620 or 103.3 FM. We'll talk about smart strategies to help you retire with confidence. Don't miss it.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
We get it. You're on the go, and life gets in the way. Stay up to date on all things WTMJ with podcasts of every show. Available on WTMJ.com. And don't forget you can stream WTMJ online and watch your favorite WTMJ shows on YouTube. Every show, when you want it, no matter where you are. We are Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio 620 WTMJ. This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
All right, last couple minutes of the show. Brewers and Dodgers going for a 6-0 stretch against LA. The Brewers will send Jose Quintana out to the mound, going up against Clayton Kershaw. Some wily vets going at it tomorrow as, it's just maybe the last time we're going to see Clayton Kershaw in the regular season. So enjoy it. Let's watch it and have some fun watching the future Hall of Famer. First pitch is scheduled for 3 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 2. I've got you covered for Brewers warm-up, and then I'll be with you after the game as well for Brewers Extra Innings. And then it's on to Seattle. And I won't be on the air from Seattle. I'm going to take those 2 games off because I'll be on assignment. And then those games start at 8:40 on both Monday and Tuesday night. Bob Brainerd will have you covered after those 2 contests. Fun bit of content we got coming tomorrow. More to come in the future. But tomorrow I'm actually going to be attending MLB umpire camp at American Family Field. And just trying to learn what the men in black are going through. And given what we saw from Bill Miller today, maybe I can make a career out of this. I'm just kidding. It's a hard job. It's a joke. It's all good. So look out for some content on your social feeds for that. Our producer has been Matt Yazel. Thanks for staying up late with us. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Keep on swinging.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here. How's the knee feeling? Still bothering you? Or the back?